So as you can see, guys, Snap, CG, Little Bingus, Crow Senpai, Reap, Ace Atomic, and Kuntra being Team OurMidFeeds. And on the right side, you see the Dirty Alpaca, Pro Machos, 390, C Pullin, 3, UK Finesse, Yuki Finesse, I don't know. You tell me how that's said, or said rather. And then Sinister Milk Bag. Ooh, great name. Well, this is going to be our game.
I like it.
1 of this set, guys. Exactly, right? Great name. OMG Legacy versus OurMidFeeds. This one I'm very hyped for, Zito, because I don't know if you know this. Excuse me. But this team, our OMG Legacy, is pretty hyped up right now. I've spoken to a few people saying, "Hey, man, this is a really good team." And OurMidFeeds is a new team that has joined us in the tournament. Some of the players there are actually are old to the tournament. For example, Kuntra and Reap Ace Atomic. I've seen them before, but the rest of them, you know, I don't think I've seen them before. So this is a pretty relatively new team. But here we go, P's and B's coming out. You know, as we can see here, Ardio being the first ban coming out. Really surprising considering they are first pick, I believe. And Oda being their first ban as well. Kukulin being banned out. Now let's see what this last ban is going to be. I feel like it's going to be an Izanami. Not too sure though. I would hope so. If not, they pick up Izanami. It's going to be a really solid pick for them, especially since I see Reap Ace Atomic wants it. So let's see how this goes, guys.
Yeah, interesting that RDO and Kukulin get banned out first 2 from OurMidFeeds when they do have first pick, so they could pick either one of them up. Interested to see what they're going to go after for their first pick here, if they don't want either of those, 'cause those 2 strong gods. And Thor being the other ban coming from the side of OMG Legacy, so interesting ban from them.
Oh yeah, and they ban out, like you said. I feel like they know a little something about Kuntra. I feel like Kuntra has a good Thor. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen him. But the Erling is actually going to be the
first pick.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't either. Izanami was up. Could have been a solid pickup right there. Although people worry about the, you know, Wheelix counter. Yeah, sure, but Wheelix did get a nerf, guys. She still puts out a lot of damage, but she did get that nerf. So, we'll see. But like you said, Erling being the first pick on their side. Right side, however, for the Dirty Alpaca. Let's see what they end up picking up or rather for this game 1 first 2 picks. Oh, not surprised there.
There it is.
Not surprised at all. Izanami Raijin looks like they're either hovering or have locked it in. Can't really tell with this spectator, but solid.
Nope, yep, they're both
first
locked.
2 picks. Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, solid first 2 picks. Great ADC, a great mid lane, and Little Bingus getting his Geb. The Geb that he wanted.
Geb.
Crow Senpai being that last pick that he can pick up. I do like a Geb, however, if they focus him out, he could be a hindrance to the team. Just really depends on how OMG, or Legacy rather, really, you know, play this game out. Erling, like, oh man, the fact that they got Raijin and Izanami, I don't think Erling was a great pick. I really don't.
No. I feel like if you're going to pick up an Erlang, wait till like 3rd pick. Don't pick him up first. There's so many other gods I would like to see you pick up first, and especially if you're trying to go after that Izanami, you're not banning him out. You see the other team didn't ban him out. Pick up Izanami. Like, then now look, they just let Izanami go to the other team now, having to pick up a Rama instead of getting the god they wanted for an Erlang Shen. I don't agree with it.
Same here. Now, chat, what do you guys think? How do you guys feel so far about the P's and B's going on? There's 18 of you down here in the chat, so let's get some chatter going, guys. Also, don't forget to silence. Don't forget to kind of call out who you think is going to take the first W here in this game set. I'm really interested to see how this game goes.
Yeah, like you were saying, OMG Legacy, a lot of familiar names on that team for myself. Pretty unfamiliar names on the side of OurMidFeeds, so interested to see what they're going to bring to the table here. Being a little bit of a newer team, some older faces in there, as you were saying, but a new team as a whole. So interested to see what they're going to bring to the table in this game.
Oh yeah, the Thoth being banned out, which is one of the picks that they wanted on the side of OurMidFeeds. Ganesh being banned out as well. Good pick, solid pick. I feel like that was a really good call, because if they get any more strong lane presences, god presences on the side of OMG Legacy, they're going to be a pretty stacked team. With the Bologna is actually not bad at all, because of the counter to Erling, and Rama with that Scourge coming out from her. So, overall, so far in the first phase of P's and B's, I want to give it to in favor of OMG Legacy, just because they have a solid, carry potential, as well as a solid frontliner, which is Bologna.
I mean, Rama can do some work, and I like the Geb pickup, so pretty close now. Raijin definitely a strong mid laner, so it'll be interested to see what our mid feed goes with for their mid laner to counter that Raijin pickup. I would like to see a little bit of a more mobile mid laner, possibly even maybe a Scylla at this point. Scylla's still on the table for them. So I would like to see something like that with a lot of damage potential, late game god, who's going to be a little bit more mobile. Something with a teleport, a dash. Raijin having that teleport. Not very mobile in his ultimate. Pretty vulnerable when he's in his ultimate, actually. So somebody's going to be able to really just take advantage of that and kind of shut him down when he pops his ult, just be able to get around the side of him and deal that damage to him.
Now, question. Has anybody picked the god on your screen? Because mine just kind of...
No, not yet.
I wonder if they're,
still waiting for Yuki finesses.
Or if they're just chilling. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Perfect. Athena being the pickup. I am actually not mad at this. Can actually bring a lot of team fight potential. I love Athena's. A great Athena. My support has. Shout out to shitty support. Your Athena's A1, my guy. A1. But the Hunbats and the Soul being picked up on the side of our mid feeds. I like the Hunbats. Brings a great team fight presence to a team that didn't really have much at the time. Rama didn't have much CC, or Rama has no CC actually, other than the cripple. But Gab bringing a lot of team fight, and Erling bring a pretty decent amount of team fight. But Hunbats just rounding that out so well, and the Soul being able to follow up with their ult is insane.
Yeah, that Hunbat's Soul ultimate combo is going to be pretty ridiculous. Ooh, and a Cabrakan pick coming out, last pick from OMG Legacy.
I like it. We don't see a lot of Cabrakans. But I'm going to just press A right away. But as we were saying, guys, Cabrakan we don't really see a lot of in game. And I'm really interested to see how this goes for them. I want to see if he's either going to go solo or jungle, guys. And yeah. What do you guys think? What do you think so far on the team?
It will probably be Bologna jungle, Cabrakan solo. But I could be wrong.
True. Although I feel you though. I feel like that Bologna wouldn't be a bad call for jungle. Either one could go either way, which I like. Or, random surprise pick Athena jungle.
Could be.
Bracket support.
I mean, a jungler with a global ultimate able to get anywhere is not a bad option, and that taunt too. It could be. A lot of options coming out from that team. I like it. A little bit of a less standard team comp, but leaving them a lot of options on the table in terms of what they're going to do here.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to press start once the timer just automatically game starts and whatever. And then I'm going to fix it up. Looks like it's going to be, alright, so 128 is where I paused at. It's going to be OurMidFeeds as the as the blue team.
Alright. I am ready to go whenever you are.
Alright. I'm going to unpause in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. We are into our 140th minute of broadcasting, guys. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. We are getting to our second set of the day, OMG Legacy versus OurMidFeeds. If you guys are new to the channel here, we are a small Facebook page. We're actually getting bigger now, but we're a Facebook page here that likes to throw random tournaments for our, community. And we're having so much fun with how things have been going lately that we even started a league. Yes, you heard right, a league. We're going to be doing a league for Season 5 once it starts. Soul, please stop being loud. I need to advertise our page, please.
They're all spamming right now.
Wow, okay. Well, thanks, guys. As I was saying, we're going to be starting a league around Season 5, around that start, so that we can kind of do something a little bit interesting, something new that not a lot of people like to do nowadays. Yet again, Soul trying to interrupt me, but I'm not going to allow it. I'm just going to power through and talk about the page and how great our community is. And if you guys, are, wanting to play more competitively or wanting to do more than just casuals or ranked, feel free to follow us. Send a follow, join the page. It'll be litty titty, guys. I promise you. Interesting plays coming out already on the side of the Dirty Alpacas team. Izanami is over here by their red, or the enemy team's red, and she's pushing up on this Rama like a sneaky little snake.
It's creeping up on him right now.
And he's about to get a...
He
Hello.
does not know.
Ooh, the beads coming out.
Beads coming out already.
Hey.
I don't know if he thought he had Aegis there or what the deal with that was.
Well, the thing is, I believe her 2 slows for an amount,
Does it?
a certain amount,
Okay.
until he gets a kill, or rather, until she gets a kill, where it increases her slow. But she is putting in this work, and she didn't even have to use her ability on the wave. That's a really rough start for Reaper's Stomach. But speaking of rough starts, this Athena are trying to, counter engage on this Soul. Gets to use the beads and the shield. And here they are coming with this counter rotation. This bludgeon coming out from this Bologna. This is a really interesting play coming out already. This Geb could be actually the first blood, and he will be Pro Machos picking up that first blood for our OMG Legacy. That's rather shocking to see how crazy this went right off the rip. And here we go. This could be second blood.
And the Athena taunt
no.
on the Soul, she's gonna get away. Lots of damage coming out early game here. I like the non-standard starts for sure. It makes the game a little bit more interesting for us.
I definitely agree with you.
Was gonna say too, guys, before we got a whole bunch of combat going on here. If you guys are enjoying your time here, make sure you guys head over to our YouTube channel as well. Make sure you check out the videos of our previous games we got up there. These games will be on there as well later on this week. So you can check those out if you missed any of the earlier games this evening. Make sure you give us a like on those videos. Make sure you follow us so you can see when their next videos come out. Most of our streams will be up on there, so if you missed anything, don't worry about it. You can check it out there. And I would like to give a shout out to my boy Tom in the chat. Love you too, buddy. Glad you're having a good time watching the stream. And shout out to Team Pandemic as well. I gotta rep that Team Pandemic.
Oh, true.
A little bit of combat going on while I was talking here in the mid lane. Soul taking a lot of damage again, but with their Ether form, it's gonna be real hard to lock her down.
All I'm saying is this game has started off pretty great. Izanami's already making a gank in the mid lane. Here comes the dash. She's gonna be able to get that 3. Ooh, the ult! Geb shield's coming through, but being able to get out, Rama is just going to stay in his lane and solo farm this while he gets a little bit stronger. That Raijin is scarily low, but is going to be able to get out no problem. And Rama, they told him, hey man, we're good. You just keep farming on left side. No worries.
Yeah, I like it. Just allow him to do his thing. They've pretty much got it handled over here. He is going to go and try and invade a little bit. Looks like he might even try and help out with a gank here in mid now. No, looks like he's going to back up, but he did start to rotate over. Nothing in his lane to farm up at the time, so not a bad time for him to do it. But for the most part, is able to just kind of do his thing at this point.
Yeah, but looking at how the rest of this game goes on, I'm really excited to see this. I feel like it's gonna be a slobber knocker, Zito. What do you think?
I mean, from what I've seen so far coming out from the side of OMG Legacy, they've had a lot of really good pressure early game. You see the non-standard start coming out from Izanami, just taking that early damage on Rama, using her passive to clear the lane, using the ability on him twice in a row, just getting a lot of poke damage. I feel like Legacy, if they can keep this going, I could see them just kind of steamrolling this whole game. OurMidFeeds is going to have to be really careful to just kind of keep that pressure. And right now, splitting that wave between 3 people in mid lane, I just feel like it's a mistake. I mean, I understand trying to get into the lane and get that XP, but between a people, it's just going to put you further.
I agree with you.
Izanami getting
100%.
a lot of pressure left lane over here.
Oh, true. Let me just skip right on over there. Looks like Athena is right around the wing, and the purple buff. Here she comes with that taunt. Gets her beat still coming out for him. But luckily, that's still a win for OMG Legacy. They get the beads on Rom, which means she's going to be able to do something on that. Once again, if they want to,
and she's
remember
going
Athena
after that
has a
red
global.
buff.
Yeah, and there you go.
So that's going to be a little bit of counter jungling. Yep, and Rama's not even going to be able to contest it. Very well done from OMG Legacy there. Pulling out beads, getting that wave pushed up, and then just immediately going to red. No hesitation from him. I like it.
On the right side, looks like Crow Senpai would try to dive this Cabrakan, but here we go. He's going to end up taking that spill. Cabrakan gonna get the kill.
All just saying, oh, you wanted to dive into my tower? Good luck getting out, buddy.
Think again. And looks like the Cabrakan actually is a jungler. So we were kind of right, kind of wrong there. I think we tried calling it, and forgot to even mention that at the beginning. It just totally slipped my mind because of how much of a slobber knocker this was so far.
Yeah, so much action over in the dual lane early. I didn't even think about it.
So far, it looks like it's slowed down. Actually, as soon as I say that, Geb over here is around 3 people. And I want to see if they decide to go on him. He is hovering over a ward, but the Gold Fury call is actually going to be the call for them. And this is a really interesting call. They have a lot of DPS on their side, however, but with the Raijin ult, they're going to be able to confirm this no problem, I believe. Yep, and that's the first Gold Fury
and Athena
of the
boxing
game.
Out. Geb did rotate over, but too late to be able to do anything about it. So first Gold Fury goes at about 6.5 minutes here. Very good move from OMG Legacy. I mean, OurMidFeeds just kind of got stuck, sitting in lane and not really had any idea what was going on until it was too late.
Oh yeah, they got caught with their pants down, and OMG Legacy is not going to let up. They're going to take whatever advantage they can get, and they got that Gold Fury. Now they are up a firm 200 or 2K gold, and I'm really liking it right now. They're really showing that they can really dominate this map, really doing a lot with this map presence here, and pushing a lot of the lanes that they're playing up against. Kuntra here trying to be a little cheeky monkey, but they do see him on that ward. Bellona knows he's there, but is he going to be able to do anything about it? Here comes the ult from the Hunbats, and she's going to not be able to get her bludgeon. There goes the Athena ult.
She's going to get there in time. Nice.
Woo! Beats coming out, but is going to actually save him. Good for him. Erling trying to peel. Geb is now here, but Raijin is there as well. Rama is actually pushing the mid tier 1. Wow, he said, hey man, I'm losing in left, might as well get
little
whatever pressure
cheeky
I
from
can.
Rama there. Yeah.
But
looks like Izanami is going to beat him in the jungle. Let's see if they got a little bit of tussle between them. Izanami is going to chase after. Nice. Just a little poke damage, just making sure that he still knows that she is the boss.
Oh yeah, that red buff is going to be coming up soon, and they both know it. So let's see who ends up getting that on their side. But in the mid lane, however, OurMidFeeds is pushing them back right now. With that poke coming out from them, Izanami's going to go for that red as we were speaking, but Gab trying to get in the way of that clear. And
a lot of damage in the solo lane here, too.
Oh, did not see that.
Cabrakan ultimate coming on to the onto Kuntra there and the Hunbats and gets the kill.
Well, there you have it, guys. Like I said, and I was right, a slobber knocker. 3-0, 9 minutes in the game.
It's a slobber knocker. I will give you that.
I don't know why that term is stuck in my head. I apologize if anybody's getting tired of it.
And definitely a little bit more of a warding presence from OurMidFeeds too, so they are getting the map vision. I feel like probably a little bit of counter warding going on the side of Legacy. Because I don't see very many of OurMidFeeds wards on the board, despite them having placed more at this point.
Yeah, it looks like they have it at the bottom right and the blue buff. But no problem here. They do have a few wards out, actually. Yeah, like you were saying. But the gank coming out on this is a Nami right here from this Hunbats. Let's see how this goes for them. Actually, you know, let's go on the person's perspective. Here we go. Look like beats coming out. His Nami is trying to get away as well. Athena going in for that ult, but here goes Rom with that ult. 1, 2, misses the third, and he's gonna have to get out. But he has to use beads to try to get out of that fight, and there they go, moving away from them, and that is that. A failed gank, but a failed counter gank as well.
Yep, several ultimates coming and nothing really transpiring from it. Just kind of cancel each other out.
Athena dashing in, getting a double taunt into that 3, and Raijin trying to do some damage, but has to dash away because he was taking a bit of damage himself. And just like that, it just slows down. On the right side, though, it looks like Bracken was around, and Erlang was under his tower because he got pushed back. And they're just going to go for their buffs. Overall, pretty solid. Athena in the mid lane, though, getting pushed back by the Soul and the Geb. Soul surprisingly putting in a lot of damage. Hunbats is right around the corner as well. Bo's going to be able to get out. And it's going back and forth, really, surprisingly, and I really enjoy it. A bunch of wards coming out from both teams, and Geb with that ult in the mid lane, but nobody was really there, and you know, enough time to follow up. But he's ended up taking a spill, and Athena might be going down here. But ooh, Bracken and the Dirty Alpaca are going to be putting in some damage. Dirty Alpaca putting in some work as this Raijin. Ooh, almost got that kill. Actually does get the kill thanks to those archers. That is unfortunate for him.
I think you're a little ahead of me, by the way. A couple seconds.
I might be. Let me just pause real quick. Ooh, after that nice kill, I'm going to pause at
Yeah,
11:35.
Okay.
And you let me know when you get there, and we can unpause together.
Paused.
All right, we can start in 3, 2, 1. Let's keep it going, boys and girls. Izanami with that hot rotation, getting that kill onto good old
looks
Soul.
like Portal's going to be the
go
call from
Portal.
Legacy. Good call. One member in the area, Erlang Shen, to try to contest, but Bologna doing a really good job of really focusing him. It looks like he might end up. Oh, they're gonna opt to finish it. Ooh, the steal coming from Geb.
Okay.
Very well played from Geb. And nobody on the side of Legacy decided to peel off and try to get that Erlang Shen, so he does get away scot-free. All 4 members tried to stick around and get the portal. And Geb just said, I'll take that. Dirty Alpaca a little bit salty about those archers. Understandable, understandable. I have been there.
Well, I was just casting and realized my mic was muted. But a big ult coming out
It's hard
from
to cast with a
Kuntra.
muted mic.
I 100% agree with you. Kuntra going down to the Dirty Alpaca, being able to pick up this kill. Gets a double, actually. Erling was trying to go on him, but was not putting up enough damage. Gonna be able to get out. Looks like he might be taking a spill here. Big splash damage from that Raijin. And Soul is coming up too, but on this side here, looks like Rom is actually in a very dangerous spot. It's gonna get ulted by the Athena, use the Aegis, but Sinister Milk Bag gets the kill on him.
A bit of a mistake by Rama to try to come contest so late in that fight there. And as you see, Legacy's gonna get a free Gold Fury for their troubles there. He did rotate over, but just he waited too long, and then just kind of put himself out of position.
Unfortunately for them, That means more gold on the side of OMG Legacy. That is up 4K now on their
Soul
side,
is getting
and
some
they're
good
just sitting pretty.
damage on this tier 1 tower in the right lane. Doesn't quite finish it, but it is basically one hit at this point. So good on her to realize she wasn't going to be able to do anything to contest that left side, and immediately headed over to try to get that tower.
Oh yeah, and speaking of left side, they're going to be able to get this tier 1 tower thanks to this 3-to-1 presence. And Athena's still very, very low, drops a ward. Okay, I was about to say, if she's going to engage, it's going to have a really risky situation, especially since the other teammates that were around her have now backed. So they're going to just defend the mid lane. And Erling's going to be able to get this tier 1 tower on the right side, no problem, seeing as how nobody's around. If anything, he can just dive in and just take it, which I think he might just do. I guess he's not. That's I don't know. I feel like it'd be a worthy risk to just jump in and just go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's 1-2 hit at that point. That looks like he's just going to knock it out now.
4 hits, but worth. And now the rest of the team is rotating over to try to do something about this. Geb is very out of position by himself, but is going to roll out no problem. A lot of interesting wards coming out for each team. This Soul taking a lot of poke, but ends up getting shelled by the Gebaruni. Here comes the taunt, the 3, the ult, and there goes the Kraken out as well. This Geb is really kind of scary, but ooh, this right.
Good counter on fast.
Great jump coming out from that Raijin and gets
So
out no
many people
problem.
got
30
low
alpaca.
there, but nobody goes down.
Oh yeah.
Athena was
Really
low,
risky
Dirty
stuff.
Alpaca was low, Hunbats was low, Geb's low. It looks like they
Ooh,
are going to actually push
Bologna.
into this tower. Izanami ult coming down. Geb and Soul need to be very careful here. Geb is going to roll out of the fight.
Ooh. Oh, misses the 3
Oh, man.
on Rom.
Still no kills. That's...
Right now, the scoreboard reads 10-2, 15, almost 16 minutes in the game. Oracle's going to go towards the side of Snap CG here. But, really crazy here, seeing as how the game is going back and forth. Some teams aggress, some teams, counter aggress, and it's just, really great on both sides. This game has been very, very interesting, and something I did not notice is that the tier 1 on left side was actually taken down by Rom or somebody else. So really, right now, map presence-wise, okay, never mind. I'll stop talking and just go straight to the right side as Little Bingus and, the Erling Sen try to defend, but end up getting taken out by the red squad. OMG Legacy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that left side tower also getting taken out. I did notice the one on the side of OurMidFeeds being taken out, but good on OurMidFeeds to be able to get that tower on the left side there, and as well as the tower on the right side. So a little bit ahead in objectives. As I say that, the mid tower does fall. So now we are a little bit more even. Yep.
Yeah.
Cats just curse, you say something, and then the opposite happens.
Oh yeah, but this portal team is gonna go probably the
Can
way
Geb
of
steal it again?
OMG Legacy.
No,
True, right?
He's too late.
No, he's not gonna be able to. Yep, but that all coming out
Athena
of
saw
Kuntra.
him.
And not be able to get anybody. Geb is being, sought after right here, but has his full immune rollout. And that's that, guys. Gonna be able to get out no problem. No tier 1 tower to hide behind.
Raijin did try to teleport in front of Geb to stop his roll, but unfortunately it was a little bit late and he was able to get out.
Oh yeah, trying to get some XP from right side Harpies, but it's gonna take some poke from this Soul, who took advantage of it and say, hey man, you wanna just do that? Oh, you're gonna take some poke. Ooh, Athena dashing out of that Soul Stellar Burst. Okay, I see you. But on the right side, Erling trying to defend his blue buff from this Bologna, and I don't think she does. Yep, it looks like Erling ends up confirming
I think
his
he
own blue
did,
buff.
yeah.
Good for him. Yeah, and the rest of the team just backs off. This might be a Fire Giant call actually, but looks like actually it's not too early for that. Sorry guys, I got a little ahead of myself. But in the mid lane, a little tussle almost went down. 3-2 in the mid lane, in the favor of OMG or rather OurMidFeeds. But the Gold Fury is about to come up. Yeah. Gold Fury coming up, and looks like that might be the call to group up around it at least. If they get to the minimum 1 or 2 picks, they'll be able to go for it without a contest, or really much of a contest, rather. But here they go. Looks like the gank on the mid lane is going to be the call. The dash comes in, the taunt, the 3, the slow, the stun, and Athena picks up the kill with her 3 great CC chains coming out from everybody.
Oh yeah, that taunt is such a good setup for the rest of the CC on that team. And as they get that kill, they are going to rotate over to the Gold Fury. Few members of OurMidFeeds there to contest. Rama popping his ultimate, but Legacy is able to confirm it. And the Raijin ult coming out. Looks like they are going to get the soul. Geb a little bit out of position here. Let's see if they can confirm the kill. He does pop his ultimate. Is his rollout available? Does not appear so. He is going to get a knockup, but he is going to go down. Too many people around him. And now Rama a little bit out of position. He can back an ultimate. Very well done there to box him out. And then all 5 members of Legacy around him will take him down.
What an impressive fight coming out from
Legacy.
Legacy.
Really just dominated, and were in sync there with who they were going after and what needed to happen to get each kill. That was very well done.
Oh yeah.
And looks like they are going to get rewarded with a tier 2 tower here. Pretty much uncontested. Yeah, there's a few members there. Ooh, Hunbat's ult coming out, actually. I take that back. A very good Hunbat's ult to drive them off of that, but it's not going to be enough. Just too many people there.
And this is just, hey, let's take the rest of their buffs and, you know, get the win here. I like how much damage they've put in, how much objective, you know, confirmation they had, and looks like this Athena's going to be able to get out no problem. The rest of the team is trying to do something about it, but they're going to be able to get away without any issues here. It looks like this Athena, ooh, actually I take it back, this Bellona almost got stopped from her back, but literally in the nick of time, in fact, was able to be okay. Overall, OMG Legacy is really showing that the hype around them is not just hype. They're not just rumors, guys. They're the real deal. Put it in work.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming out from Dirty Alpaca. And from Machos as well. Soul not far behind them, but 3 members of OMG's Legacy putting out over 11k damage so far this game. It's hard to keep up with for the rest of the team, especially with Rama solo sitting under 6k. Really getting shut down by that Izanami. A double tap passive on her basic.
Oh yeah.
Too strong.
Great wall coming out from this Cabrakan. They're gonna go full commit on this poor old Gab, but he has enough.
Oh,
he has enough defense to try to survive
just
it,
getting
but,
out.
Ooh. Oh yeah. And something I like here is looking at the graphs. They are about 12,000. I mean, I'll look at the graphs later because fight's going on in the mid lane. Athena's has her charge up, and the blink coming out from him. That is 1 dead Rama. Hunbat's trying to do his thing, but was not successful. Already used her to separate, so she has to be careful here. Ooh, Bellona's just gonna say, dude, no team, no need. I'll just, you know, solo these 4v3, 4v1. My bad. On the right
they are
side,
gonna get this right tower, it looks like. They're along there to contest, but with was that 3 members, 4 members, sorry, of OMG Legacy there. Not going to be a big deal. It looks like they might even be going for a portal here.
Yeah, good call on
they
there.
are going to collapse on the portal. Very well done. I would even like to see them try to contest Fire Giant at this point, if not even just a beta fight.
Oh yeah, dude. Right now it would be a perfect call for a Fire Giant, or at least try to get a pick off of one of the opponents that they're going up against. Really, get a solo kill or get a kill on the solo lane, or the Hunbats would be great right now, especially since they're really the ones that could confirm this Fire Giant if need be. The Hunbats I think would be the best call to get. Because that ult can just cause so much chaos when they're going for a Fire Giant. But it looks like they're going to start it up here. Pro Machos being the tank for this Fire Giant. This could be a bait as well, so we don't know. Erling is up in the back. He's going to try to do something about this, but everybody else is just going to say, hey, you don't want to do disengage. Not worth at the moment. Erling is super out of position. Here comes the CT.
Oh, they are going to collapse on this Erlong. A good taunt from Athena coming out, and the kill is easily taken for OMG Legacy.
Oh yeah, and here comes the Kabrakan focusing down this Hunbats, but is going to be able to blink away. The rest of the team over here, on the other hand, is going to go for this Geb and Rom, and they're going to have to back up. Rom is pushing up against this Bellona. Very risky here is the Bellona, who dashes in, and the rest of the team is going for this Fire Giant. Now Athena and Bellona are here to zone out the rest of the team, and remember, Kuntra, or rather, here comes this Rom, but doesn't.
Rama goes up to his ult, but not quite in time, yeah. If you would have done that, like, maybe 2 seconds earlier, that would have been a pretty clutch steal.
I know a thing or two about Rama snipe steals on Fire Giants, and let me tell you, it's such a satisfying feeling, being able to just steal it with your Rom snipes.
Just be like, oh, you're boxing me out? I don't think so, but doesn't happen this time. Better luck to him in the future on those.
But yeah, it looks like they're going to get this tier 2 tower in response of getting that Fire Giant as well. I like it that they're just going to wipe out all the towers here, which means all of the Phoenixes are now up for grabs for each team. So I want to see how they respond, which they're just going to go for a Gold Fury. Good call here. Just, spend the gold that they've been, amassing at
Steal the
moment.
buffs, take the Gold Fury back, spend your gold. I like the call.
Oh yeah, pretty safe. Pretty smart. So, I don't know
Especially
if you agree
with a
me
lot
here.
of buffs on their side of the field, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, true. But I was say I don't know if you agree with me here, but at this point I think our midfeeds, I wouldn't be opposed to a. Actually, no, I would be. I think it might be a little bit too early to kind of call it quits here and surrender, but I would probably start to think about game 2 here and think, okay, game 1 definitely didn't go the way I feel like they expected, and they should really kind of think about what they have kind of did wrong in game 2. I think one of the biggest things was allowing them to get this Izanami and Raijin. I don't think that Erling was a solid first pick, as we kind of stated at the beginning, and now it kind of just shows even more so because this Izanami is putting in such work. 4-0-7 at the moment compared to the 0-3-1 on that ROM. Izanami has been able to do so much on their side, as well as the Raijin. That 8-1-5 top kills right now on their side of OMG Legacy. So I think they... I mean, this sounds kind of harsh, but I feel like they lost at the P's and B's stage, allowing them to not only get a 3 tank comp, right, but get 2 strong carries. So kind of tell me what you think they should be kind of looking at for game 2. But as we speak, looks like the Athena dove in to try to get the beads and something else on this Soul, but she's going to be able to get out no problem. Looks like the tier 1, or rather not tier 1, the Phoenix is going to be the call here, but Izanami is actually boxing on the left side right now. Not really sure where their heads are at, which they want to go for. But Rama's going to go up in the air, try to get some snipes on. Kuntra is going to throw out that ult, but Izanami's going to be able to get out no problem. I believe, I would hope so. And yeah, she is going to be able to get out no problem. The disengage coming out from Team OMG Legacy, and that's a pretty successful defense of this mid-tier 1 tower, but it's still not over. They're healing up thanks to that Fire Giant buff, and we're just going to continue watching them as they continue on with this push.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. At this point, getting a win for our mid-feeds would be a pretty ridiculous feat. As I said that, we get some more combat, re-engage on this Phoenix. Izanami focusing the Phoenix, that is going to go down. Geb having to disengage as he gets low, and Erlong Shen going down to the Kabrakan. Looks like the Soul is in trouble. She does go down. Kabrakan getting the kill there. Get the taunt going on from Athena. This left Phoenix might end up going down as well, but Izanami is in trouble. She's just going to teleport out though. Oh, she goes down anyway. Good kill on that Hunbats. So very good defense here from the side of OurMidFeeds. Personally, I'm not really one to surrender, so I don't mind them sticking it out and kind of playing this one out and just seeing what happens. But definitely at this point in the game, time to start thinking about game 2, like you were saying. I agree with you 100%. I feel like this was lost in game 1. Not banning out and not picking that Izanami. First pick on Erlong Shen, who has gone 0-5-0 now. Who's just been getting bullied out by that Bellona and that Kabrakan. That Raijin pick is showing why that was their first pick here, as he is 9-1-6. As I say that, OMG Legacy does also pick up the portal there, getting ready as the Fire Giant will be up in here in about 20 seconds. So they're going to backspin their goal before they try to aggress that. But I agree, though. It looks like this is lost in P's and B's. I mean, we ridiculed that pick as soon as it happened, and really this game has kind of just proven our point, showing why we didn't really agree with the pick. The Izanami and Raijin really carrying for the team right now. The Kabrakan too, which was their last pick, with 14 assists. He's doing very well. But that Izanami bullying out that Rama, who's 0-4-2 currently, and Raijin really carrying right now. So definitely in the first round here of P's and B's, that this game was pretty much decided. I mean,
Oh yeah.
P's and B's make a huge factor in what's going to happen in the game. You're really setting yourself up for success or failure. A lot of ults coming out right now. We got a big team fight going on, and it looks like Humbats is going to go down immediately after using his ultimate. Geb goes down to the Dirty Alpaca after blanking on his name right now. But after the Kabrakan, there we go, did a ton of work. And Bologna is going to secure the kill on that Rama. And with only Soul left on the side of OurMidFeeds, an easy call for Fire Giant from OMG Legacy. And my guess would be that they're going to secure this Fire Giant, push this right lane, get that Phoenix, maybe even just go down the mid and try and end the game right here.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the call right here would be definitely just go for end. They have 10 seconds left. They could definitely DPS it in time to end the game, but we'll see what they decide to do instead. Looks like it's going to be the right Phoenix. Geb now finally has his Emperor's armor, which is going to let the Phoenix hit a lot faster, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to fall. They have 3 seconds before Erling comes up, and Kuntra is now up. Probably has that ult, but they're going to go for the safe route and try to get this left side Phoenix, which isn't a bad call, honestly. Soul's trying to get some poke off on this Bologna, but it's not going to be enough. They're still going to go for this, have that Phoenix, or rather that Fire Giant, you know, belt right around them. The ult coming up from the Kabrak can be able to stop both the Rom and the Erling, and they're going to be able to take down this Rom. This is pretty much game 1 here, guys. I would be surprised if they were able to confirm it, especially since a lot of the teamfight ults have now been used on the side of OurMidFeeds.
Yep, and Titan at half health, 10%, and that's going to be the game.
And that's game 1, guys, of this set in the game of OMG Legacy versus OurMidFeeds. GG's to game 1 for both teams. Now we're going to go straight into game 2, which is going to be very interesting, guys, because as you guys may know, unless you guys are new, whoever wins the set gets 3 points. If it is a tie, each team gets 1-1. And whoever loses out of a 2-0, so let's say the other team 2-0s you get no points. And this is a huge point-based system, the group stage that we're in right now.
Yeah, I like it. Really punishing that sweep on the side of the losing team, and really rewarding the sweep for the side who does it. So I like that system.